Blood Bond Vampire. For 2 black, you get a 3/3 Vampire Shaman ally, and whenever you gain life, put a 1/1 counter on Blood Bond Vampire. I kind of like the ritual dagger, because she's also a shaman, so she's doing some sort of blood ritual thing going on. Like
I would put this vampire at the halfway point or higher.
I want to put her above Barony Vampire, again, sort of like the vanilla vampire.
I can put her there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Barony, you've been dethroned.
From the 11th spot?
It's not a very good throne. Like, it's more of like just a chair. You've been de-chaired. You have to stand now. She has to stand. She gave me flash. Bloodcrazed Neonate. Okay.
Alright.
Personally, I don't like the red vampires.
So we're getting a 1 and a red for a 2/1. Bloodcrazed Neonate attacks each turn if able. I mean, that fits with Bloodcrazed. She going in for that blood.
She really is crazing for the blood.
She want that blood booty. Whenever Bloodcrazed Neonate deals combat damage to a player, put a 1/1 counter on it. I think that's pretty goddamn vampy.
Sucks your blood.
Well, his thing, but that's the thing, you're not getting the power back. Like, you're not getting life. You're just getting strength.
She's getting stronger. There's no lifelink involved.
There's no lifelink. You won't find lifelink in red, but I still think this is a pretty goddamn good vampire.
It's a good vampire, and the art is strong.
Oh yeah, she drinking the dude's arm or shit.
I don't like that.
Or maybe it's a girl's arm. We don't know. It's just an arm.
Redhead, but whatever.
I'm gonna say a guy because that's like the stomach, like right there, and it looks kind of flabby.
I was just thinking that was like.
As far as vampires go, she's not a very good one because clearly she's like I need food.
That's what I was trying to say. Like,
vampires are a little bit more reserved. Like, I'll eat when I choose to.
That's what I was trying to say. Balustrade holds it in. He's like, all right, I'm just watching you from your balcony.
Has better control than her. And I think that puts him above.
Yeah, so
she's like, oh, she was recently turned into a vampire and she can't help herself.
I'll agree with that. I wasn't going to. I was ready to argue, but right here it says when elder vampires select their meals with care, the newly sired frenzy at the first whiff. So it's literally she like just got turned.
Right.
Bloodcursed Knight, white-black.
Yeah.
Doesn't look like a vampire.
Yeah, one white-black for a creature vampire knight. He's a nobility. He's a 3/2. And as long as you control an enchantment, Bloodcursed Knight gets +1/+1 and has lifelink. As much as, like, I'm the enchantment guy, I don't like this card. Having lifelink as a vampire should not depend on being enchanted. You should be a vampire and have lifelink because you're goddamn ready to suck some blood.
How about this? I'll feel like he's becoming a vampire because of the enchantment.
I can put him above Arrogant, but no higher.
Not even above Abolisher?
No.
No, not even above Abolisher.
Okay.
Her with her crazy goat head is still a better vampire than this. Also, we have a new voice that will be joining us for our vampire assessment. Matt, would you please give a brief introduction to yourself and say how long you've been playing Magic for?
I'm Matt. No, we're not answering that question.
So, Bloodflow Contour. Alright, yeah, we get it. She's all, like, gothic. Sure, that's, like, a point. She kind of just looks like she's, like, a teenager in dress. In, like a vampire-y dress-up. She's, like, a vampire for the looks.
I'd say she's below...
Abolisher.
Below Abolisher.
Above Bloodcurse.
She's a female arrogant vampire.
I think that she's better than Arrogant Bloodlord, because she can become as big as Arrogant Bloodlord is, and doesn't necessarily have to bitch off for it.
How big is Arrogant Bloodlord?
He's a 4/4 that can't fight 1/1s. If he fights a 1/1, he gets
nervous.
destroyed.
He explodes.
He runs away because he rides.
I want to put her above that though because you have to sack off 3 creatures to get her that big though.
I'm gonna say below Abolisher, but above Bloodcurse because she gets an effect like vampires do, but she doesn't need that enchantment.
Yeah, I think she's better than Enchantment Knight.
Let's all, like, try not to lose our shit over Bloodguest.
Bloodguest!
No, I'm not. No, listen, I am partial because I use him, but not.
He's so good.
I was gonna say, in terms of him being a vampire, I was gonna rate it low until I saw the fact that it was vampire spirit.
It's so good, but it's a bad vampire.
I don't even know any other.
Alright, again, I know nothing, so you gotta.
Okay,
he's weird because he doesn't get bigger.
He's just a wispy vampire.
Is this the worst vampire?
Honestly,
No.
no.
Nothing has beaten Arrogant Bloodlord for being
I'm gonna
worse
say,
vampire.
because of how lackluster of a vampire this is, and then he doesn't even
Like
look
again,
like.
this is a great spirit. Like if I woke up from sleeping in the middle of the night and I saw this shit floating in my room, I would piss myself immediately.
I would shit my pants and then piss
Alright, so
myself.
here's one.
The only
But,
thing
like,
I'm
as a
saying,
vampire-
the only
Alright,
thing
let's
I'm saying
let's
is
get
he
to
has some vampire
his-
characteristics.
his
He's got the
slash
land
her
ball, which
rank.
allows him to keep coming back.
or is Zur, whatever.
But I would
I'm
not
gonna-
put him up high.
I'm gonna say this.
What?
He doesn't act like a vampire. He doesn't look like a vampire.
He has one acting thing like a vampire, and that's his
When a land
regeneration.
enters
No,
the
that's his
battlefield
bloodthirst.
under your control, he haunts your opponent again. That's basically his thing.
Right,
I'm
but
gonna
like,
say
He's
for
a
me,
good spirit, a bad vampire.
Right.
I'm gonna say above Arrogant and below Bloodseeker, because Bloodseeker at least had, like, I think lifelink. Yeah, at least someone loses a life.
At least someone loses life, yeah.
He just kind of like
he just
he doesn't do anything. Like he can't.
again,
Yeah.
fantastic card, very
Fantastic spirit.
fantastic spirit, great card, very powerful card. Not a great vampire.
Bloodguest, almost the worst.
Almost the worst.
Nothing's worse than Ant-Man.
So
Yeah.
Bloodhole
Vampire
Priest.
cleric, yeah.
Whenever Bloodhole Priest enters the battlefield or attacks, if you have no cards in hand, Bloodhole Priest deals 2 damage to target creature or player, and
Oh,
you
I
can
think
madness
that's
it for 1 and a black.
And a red. If you were to show the artwork to somebody who didn't know any better, they wouldn't know that she's a vampire.
I agree. Like you could tell she's a cleric. Like she's
But
such
she's a great cleric.
I wouldn't say a vampire cleric. I'd say she was more like a dark cleric, like
Like-
something evil, not something purely light based off the
If
art
this a
itself.
human cleric, nobody would know the difference. People would be
Exactly.
like, yeah, that's a human cleric.
Okay,
I would even
here's
go out on a limb
here's
and
the
say, like,
eternal
some sort of
question. Then.
evil cleric, but not a vampire.
And doesn't even do vampire-like things.
Doesn't. It
It
just
doesn't.
damages.
All right, so here's the
Just
question:
like you said,
How-
before,
how
Matt,
bad
it
is
does
it?
How-
very red. It's a very red
Right.
effect.
How bad is this card?
Under Bloodseeker,
Which
but
makes
better than the
sense.
spirit.
Better than Bloodghast?
Has to be better than Bloodguest.
Better than Bloodguest, because Bloodguest looks like a fucking ghost. She actually,
Has a corporeal
she's a
form.
human. Yeah, she is just better than Bloodguest, and she's human sized.
Alright.
She doesn't. She just does damage
Yeah,
to a
she
creature.
deals damage. I gotta give it to Jeff. Good point.
Bloodseeker made someone lose
And
life.
Bloodseeker
This
looks,
is just
looks like a
damage.
fucking vampire.
Alright.
More than this.
And
More than
Bloodseeker-
this.
and
Yeah.
Bloodseeker does look like a vampire.
Alright.
The vampire that you
convinced.
like.
I'm convinced. I am convinced.
Bloodhall. Well, I'm gonna keep on talking until you're so convinced that you give
Stop
up.
saying
That
it.
you can't disagree with me.
I'm not disagreeing. God damn it! Keep the movie.
All right.
That's
Oh.
a vampire.
Now this
I-
is some strong vampire goodness here.
That is
Okay.
a vampire.
We have Bloodhusk Ritualist.
It looks somewhat like a vampire.
Somewhat. It looks
It's-
like a vampire.
This is a Zendikar vamp.
It
Like,
looks.
this is
yeah.
I'll say it looks more like a vampire than
Than
it
others.
doesn't. Then it doesn't look like a
Yeah,
vampire.
Right.
the thing that gives it away is like, the blood on the mouth.
yeah. Like it's not clearly some sort of blood shaman. They drink
Alright.
in that blood.
But it
She's drinking the
doesn't
blood.
act like a vampire.
Does not.
It doesn't have a very vampire
yeah.
effect. It's black. It's definitely a black effect. Discarding cards from your opponent's hand. It's another way that you could describe draining a person of their life.
Yeah.
Life force. It's like you discard a card from their hands.
Well, okay,
So
if you were,
it's
if
still
you were
kind of
rating
vampire, just not the way that we've been talking
above the
about
cleric.
vampire effects.
Definitely above the cleric.
The priest.
Yeah, the
priest.
priest.
Above
Yeah,
the
because
priest?
she
I think
looks
so.
because she looks more like a vampire than the priest. So she's definitely above.
Yeah.
that.
Hang
I
on,
agree.
I gotta put her above Evankar and Arrogant. Maybe not above Arrogant, but above Evankar.
Yeah.
Let me see Evan
I
Carr.
think the only thing he had going for him was fucking flying.
That's Evan Carr.
Yeah.
That's Ascendant of Vinker.
He's definitely above. She's definitely above that.
Yeah.
She's definitely above
I'm gonna
that.
take Matt on that.
It looks like an ogre or like a troll.
My
Vampires
final
have.
say is under Bloodseeker. Because Bloodseeker at least made you lose life.
Go for the middle ground and say above Evan Carr.
Yeah, it's
I think so.
It's 2 to 1 1.
Because with your vote, it's still above the Evan.
I'm saying
This is
below
true.
Evan Carr.
I-
You're
I
saying
think
above
that's
1
enough.
above Evan Carr.
I think that's enough votes to put this up here.
Bloodline.
Each video.
Keeper.
30,
Alright,
try to
so
get 50.
for 2 black, you get a 3/3 flying vampire from Innistrad. So it's going to have that nice gothic horror
Flying.
flavor. You can tap it and put a 2/2 black vampire creature token with flying onto the battlefield. And for black, you can transform Bloodline Keeper, activate this ability only if you control 5 or more vampires, himself included.
Top spot.
He is
Wow.
flying. I mean, I really do like Bloodline Keeper, but I don't know if he gets top spot.
Wow.
Well, hold on. Here's
I'll be honest.
Jeff
May-
with
may-
his immediate
May I
vote.
explain why?
I'd love to hear
I
your
would
reason.
love to
All
hear
right.
this shit.
Looks.
I'm gonna listen
All right.
while I go up and get my drink.
Okay, so ready? He looks like a traditional vampire. Got the cape, got
Yes,
the whole
he does.
garb. He has bats in the background. Vampires are also known for transforming into bats.
This is very
He is
true.
flying. He summons other vampires that
He
fly.
makes other vampires.
And
He
oh wait,
makes
yeah,
other
oh yeah, no,
vampires,
with flying.
which is what you do when you bite someone as a vampire.
And the tokens that
and
fly.
The way he
Don't do it
transforms
without
is when you have 5 more vampires. So that brings in the time element. And again, time, vampires, eternal. The longer he's around,
literally
the
hits.
stronger he gets.
He literally hits
it's a
every
tradi-
bullet
and it's
point of
traditional-
a vampire.
Yeah, and it
No
is
lifelink.
The only way he
He
can be
does
more
not have
vampire
lifelink.
is if he had
Not all
fucking
vampires
lifelink.
This would be a lifelink.
Yeah.
But you know what?
But the thing is, though, he has one of the most.
That's 9 out of 10.
Yeah.
That beats out freaking.
He has one of the over all aspects of vampires. He has one of the most traditional things, which is what Matt brought up. Is he gets stronger as time goes by.
Right, which we've been considering. But here's the let's start the discussion then. Are we willing to start above Blood Artist?
I'm willing to do that because I know Blood Artist, so I would say I'm willing about Blood Artist because again, Blood Artist, you can tell it's an evil creature. You can tell it's kind of like a vampire.
We had
but
some
he-
fucking revelations about that card.
But
Yeah, I'm gonna have nightmares.
why? Because he's like painting with the blood and
No,
stuff.
we'll get to that. We'll
Yeah,
talk
well,
later.
the
we'll
thing
talk
is-
later.
The thing is, though, he looks more like a vampire than Blood Artist.
He really
Flat out.
does beat out Blood
Again,
Artist.
he's
hands
hitting
down.
every bullet point. Like if you watch a vampire movie,
Blood Baron
that's
and
what you're looking
Viscopa.
at.
Blood Baron and Viscopa, his whole thing is that like the longer he's alive, the stronger he gets. That's pretty fucking
But he
goddamn
didn't look like a
vampire.
vampire at all.
But he doesn't look vampire. He just straight up loses points for that. He does.
I'm not going to argue that. I can't argue
Who's
with
our
you.
number one?
Our number
Baron
one currently
Sengir-
is Blood Tyrant.
Baron Sengir loses points for art as well. He makes himself stronger.
Which
okay.
one's-
He has the bats, he has the transformation,
Is this
and
the
he
image
makes
of the one
other
that you have?
vampires.
He does have
And-
bats.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry,
Yeah.
I can't agree with anything lower than one.
I would put him above Sengir
He's
because
definitely above
his appearance is definitely above Sengir.
So-
I
I'll
would put him above Sengir, below Blood Tyrant.
I'd say he's number
I-
2. He's definitely
All right,
number
so
2.
so we have 2 for the 2 slot, and we have 2 for the 1 slot. We've come to a perfect.
Here's the thing:
decision.
do you guys disagree that he looks more like a vampire than the other dude?
I'd say he's
I
equivalent.
gotta say,
I'm done.
this guy makes other vampires. That's like one of the cruxes of being a vampire is that you
Bite
make more
someone and
vampires.
making a vampire.
Bloodline
And I'll-
Keeper, welcome to the throne.
I will voice my dissent.
Oh.
Bloodlord of Vosgoth.
Number 1.
Fourth. I'm kind of inclined to do that. I'm ready to go number 1.
He's
Not
not
one.
number 1.
I'm ready for
no.
it.
I would
Because
put.
He's not looking.
Because he's not looking like a vampire.
The thing is
If
that
I saw that, I'd say he's
the art
definitely a
is-
warrior,
is kinda
but I
weak.
wouldn't know he was a vampire warrior.
In order to here's the thing: from
He's
here
in
on,
top
Much
four.
as
Top
much
four,
as
no
as much as
problem.
I hate to say he doesn't look like a vampire, he kind of doesn't. Like he a bald dude with a big ass sword.
I'm gonna
he
go.
looks like a normal warrior.
I'm gonna go under Sengir.
I would put him just above Sengir.
I will accept the number 3 slot. I want the
I
number
think
1, but
number
I will
3.
accept
I'll
the
go.
number 3.
I'll go 3. I'm
The thing is,
definitely
though,
okay with 3.
he looks nothing like a vampire.
But neither did Baron Sengir.
Baron
Sengir
Sengir was like
is
a
pale.
Chinese
No, no,
dude.
Baron
no.
Sengir is pale. That's
No,
it.
no. Remember, hold on.
Yeah.
Baron Sengir was pale white, and he had an orb in his hand.
Sure, he's holding a Nerf ball. Sure, okay. I don't know what the point of that is.
All right.
Holy crap, that cross!
Yeah.
Okay,
It's
okay.
there. The cost
So,
is real.
getting back to completing this video, Bloodlord of Vasgoth also has a very vampire name. Sorry, very vampire name.
Yeah, like he's a bloodlord.
He's-
I don't know
he's
where
above-
I don't
he's
know where
above Zenki.
Vosgoth is, but I'm afraid to live there.
Bloodlord of Vasgoth, welcome to the Trinity.
Yeah, we have Blood Mad Vampire for 2 red. It's a
Not okay.
4/1.
I was gonna say.
It's a vampire berserker.
I'm trying to understand. I'm trying to
Does anyone
understand.
else feel like this?
It's
this
it's
artwork
wearing a
looks CGI?
beehive.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what I'm looking at. It's
I don't-
busy, is what I'm thinking.
She's
All right, so
practically
let's-
a werewolf. The artwork is like passable.
It looks kind of zombie-esque, honestly.
Um,
Better or worse than Abolisher?
Abolisher doesn't even have a vampire effect. This thing, it
thing's
saves it that it has a
above
vampire effect.
It's above Abolisher.
It sucks their
because-
blood and gets stronger. End of story.
Yeah.
And it has blood
There-
on its face.
But the thing is that there were things that we put lower than Abolisher that looked more like a vampire and had a better effect than this one. This one has a very, very minuscule vampire effect and does not look
It is.
like
It
one.
is kind of. It's not like the strongest vampire effect we've gotten.
I'm gonna say under Bloodhusk Ritualist.
I was just thinking that. We have a consensus?
we have
I
a
was
consensus.
with you guys on that one, so yes.
Fix it,
All right,
fix it.
Blood Rage Vampire. I like this because like you can tell he's a vampire from the art because like the blood all there.
Is he like sucking in the mist of blood or something like that?
I don't know, but
It's going in one ear and out the other.
but yeah. Let's see it. We have a 2 black for a 3/1 with Bloodthirst 1,
We all
and that's it.
understand
Let's look at the flavor text.
Flavor text,
We do have
if
to
I
look at the
may.
flavor text.
Ooh.
The most
Genteel.
facades hide most abominable desires. Wow, I should not have read that.
That's not that
I
great.
messed up like 3 of the
Someone
words.
else want to give it another try?
I will do it. The most genteel facades hide the most abominable desires.
Thank you.
That's not that great.
I don't even know what that means.
It's telling you if you
What
look.
does that even mean?
Just because you're pretty doesn't mean you're a good
All right.
person.
Look, here's a clever vampire thing to say.
You all need to realize now, it has the same effect as Bloodlust Vaskoth, but looks better than it.
Does not look.
Does
I
not
wouldn't
look
say it
better
looks
than Voskov.
better.
It has
That's
a worse.
not
It has a
setting it.
worse bloodthirst. It doesn't fly, and it doesn't give other things bloodthirst.
But it looks more like a vampire.
No. The
No,
thing,
no,
the
no,
thing that really
no.
sold Bloodlord Vaskoth for me was the fact that not that he came in with bloodthirst,
He gave
but the fact that
others
he gave
one.
other vampires bloodthirst, which hones in on the lore of like a vampire that is very powerful,
generates
makes
other powerful vampires.
Yes.
I will say
This guy does he even have kids?
Okay.
does even have children.
Okay,
He's a very basic vampire. He's like
One,
he's like a first generation vampire.
one right above Barony. Right above our C+.
Right above C plus.
I could do that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He's just
I agree
that
with
one
that.
extra step.
Just a step above being a barony.
He looks like it, he has
A
an
barony
effect.
kind of vampire.
That's it.
Alright.
I was gonna try to go a little higher, but I will accept this. Not much
For-
higher.
for
but
this
maybe
guy-
like 1 or 2 slots.
For this guy, I don't even give a fuck.
Fair enough.
Blood rage. This guy's blood raging. Fuck him. All right, blood right invoker. Kids don't watch the
All right,
video. Too
Blood
late.
Right Invoker.
Okay.
Vampire
No,
Shaman.
it's like a cauldron.
And if
Yeah,
you got
it's a
and if you
cauldron.
got money,
Yeah, if you have 8 mana to spend, target
you have
player.
8 mana burning a hole in your pocket.
If you just have 8 mana hanging around, target player loses 3 life and you gain 3 life.
oh my god, I know a card that you can do
Flavor
that with
text?
3 mana.
Alright. Alright, so now we go to the flavor text.
Yeah.
The brood lineages unfolded across the world, each patterned after one of the 3 progenitors, each a study in mindless consumption.
That could be said about anybody.
I
So-
don't like this vamp.
So, looking like a vampire, we can all agree, no.
No.
Loses
Yeah, okay.
someone's life. Regardless, you're not gonna see a vampire walking down the street. Hey, I need to suck your blood. Hold on, how much coin do I have in my pocket?
This is great. This is great. This is this guy's story, right?
Okay.
This is this guy's story, if I may.
Okay, I will hear the story.
The quote is from some kind of book apparently. This guy is a fucking nerd that lives like with
Is
his
he
parents.
playing D&D
He lives
in the cave?
he lives with like his parents. And like this is like a book that he like read this book, he's like, oh, I love vampires now. And so then he's like he goes to like live in the woods. He's like, I'm a fucking like tribal vampire. He's like, I got face paint. But he's not really vampire like, so like but he knows that he can get it because his parents like have money, so they're like, Mom and Dad need to give me 8 mana so that I can. He doesn't inherently have an effect. He needs somebody else to come up money so that he can be the vampire. He's not even a vampire.
He's
at
paying
all.
someone to kill
Alright,
them.
alright, so
somebody
hold
to-
on, hold
He
on.
needs a sponsor.
So here's the question.
Bloodcrazed Knight.
Is he worse than arrogant bloodlord?
Oh yeah, he's
He's
Yeah,
worse
arrogant
than
bloodlord is arrogant for a reason. This guy is a poser.
No, that one line sold me. He's worse than arrogant bloodlord
Because this guy is a poser.
because he's a poser.
Oh no, arrogant
No.
arrogant vampire. You're saying?
No, I'm saying bloodlord.
Oh no, he's not
Is
worse
he
than
the
blood.
worst?
Arrogant
vampire?
bloodlord is an ant
Wait,
rider.
hold on. What's those things people are nowadays when they follow the trend?
Posers?
No, the other thing. They wear the thick rim glasses.
Hipsters.
Hipsters. He's a hipster.
He's a vampire hipster.
He's a vampire.
All right, well,
I think we're gonna come up to some vampire hipsters.
here we go here with Bloodthrone Vampire.
I've seen this card.
1 black for a 1/1. Sacrifice a creature. Bloodthrone Vampire gets +2/+2 until end of turn. Where have I seen this effect before?
On her, probably.
No! On Blood Baron!
So you literally have to.
Oh, yeah.
Honestly, it's gonna go one above her.
She's like
It's
a weird blood
It's
baron.
the same effect, but looks more like a vampire.
Let's-
So it's got to go right above her.
I think I gotta agree with Jeff.
Same effect, but looks more like a vampire. So it's got to go one above her.
Bold Impaler.
I
for
can't
a
believe-
Gets
vampire.
points for having Impaler in his
Okay,
name.
I'm sorry. I read that as Blood Impaler. We've been doing so much blood lately. I read
know.
that completely
All right,
wrong.
all right.
We're,
So
we're past
He
Alright,
looks
good.
nothing like a vampire.
Alright,
You
so
know,
we have-
Vlad the Impaler.
Right, so we have Bold Impaler for a single red mana. It's a 1/2, and for 2 red, Bold Impaler gets +2/+0 until end of turn. Burning with hatred for Nahiri, the Voldaren and Markov forces assaulted the warped Markov manor with a collective fury not seen in centuries.
Doesn't look like a vampire. Doesn't mention.
Doesn't
anything.
act like a vampire.
I think the only thing that gives this guy some points is that his hair is kind of funny.
That's not
I give him
vampire.
points over Bloodguest.
Well, I mean, Soren
Yeah,
is a
I'm
pretty
gonna
good
agree.
vampire.
I think-
I'm gonna agree.
Above Bloodguest, just above Bloodguest.
I will say above Bloodguest.
I love
I love the easy
Also,
ones.
also he has Impaler in his name. I feel like that's like a nod
Like
to
a
Vlad the
Impaler?
Impaler.
Oh,
Yeah.
of course, absolutely.
Yep.
Next, we have Butcher of Moloch here.
That's
Moloch.
very vampire.
For 5 black, we get a 5/4 Vampire Warrior with flying. This is good. Whenever Butcher of Malakir or
Is it
another
gold?
creature
Sorry.
you control dies, each opponent sacrifices a creature. His verdict is always guilty. His sentence is always death. So is he like a judge?
I thought he was a butcher.
So basically, if another ally of his dies,
Or he dies.
Or him.
He's like,
So
you hurt
the-
my friend.
If his friend dies, someone else gotta die.
or if he dies, so okay, so it's a 1-for-1. Literally, like if I'm dying or someone else is dying, you're
Not
paying for it.
very vampire. It's okay.
Aside from the flying.
It looks less like it looks more like a vampire than others, but less like a vampire than your tops.
Than our top.
Oh yeah, 100%. Okay, let's go to Barony Vampire.
I think it's.
Is it
I think
better
it's
than
below.
Barony Vampire?
Below Barony. I think it's just the fact that Barony was like, this is a vampire.
All
This is a person in face paint.
I'm gonna say below Barony, above Abolisher.
You abolish the
Goat
The
shoulder.
goat head.
Gold shoulder.
above that one.
Okay, I
I
think
think
we've
I'm
reached a consensus.
I think we gotta.
I kind of want to go a little bit higher, but like not a lot that I'm like
nothing,
uncomfortable.
Nothing makes me want to help this guy.
Nothing makes you want to advocate.
Like,
Listen,
nothing makes me want to advocate
this
for.
girl.
Besides, his verdict is always guilty. You know, do your job.
And look, his
Stop
sentence is
being-
always death. Like
Stop being lazy. Do your job.
Guilty death. Guilty death. Guilty death.
This guy, this,
I mean, at
this
least
guy
he-
fucking hates his job.
He's doing his job, but he's not doing it right.
Like at least he would speed up the judicial system. At the very least.
What did he do? I don't care. Guilty.
Traffic ticket. Guilty.
Well, what's his sentence? Death.
All right.
All right. This guy, we're gonna have some confusing thoughts about,
Yeah.
What do you-
and not just because he's handsome.
Yeah. Captivating vampire.
Lord.
1 black.
he looks like Ryan Seacrest.
Ow! 1 black for a 2/2 vampire. Other vampires you control get +1/+1. Tap 5 untapped vampires you control. Gain control of target creature. It becomes a vampire in addition to its other types.
Strong card and very vampiric.
If I might
It
start
is
this
strong.
off. So he powers other vampires. That's good. He also makes other people vampires with an army of vampires.
Yeah.
So he may not look 100% like one.
He's like a back alley tough guy vampire.
Yeah, he's like bribing people to
This
join
is
a
the
cult.
Grease.
He's
This
like
is
a
the Grease.
He's a greaser vampire.
Because he has a very vampire-like effect. The whole it becomes a vampire.
Yeah, but the art's doing him
Yeah.
like 0 favors.
It's not taking away, just not adding.
I want to
gonna-
say below Anawan Ruin Sage.
I'm gonna say below Blood Host.
Blood Host. Blood Host is a good pivotal
It
point.
looked like it
This
has
is
a
true.
similar effect.
I will actually drop him below Bloodhost.
I think I would put him below
Because
Blood
he has a
Host, too.
vampire effect.
I think
Blood Host is this
Bloodhost-
guy's brother that had better ideas.
Right, and I think Bloodhost.
Wait, what did you
Like
Vampires.
captivating vampire was like, so you like get these humans to like join your vampire club, and then Blood Host is just like, how about you just eat the humans?
Basically, yeah.
So he's like just below Blood Host. It's Blood
yeah,
Host.
but yeah,
He
I
even
think-
looks like Blood Host.
But yeah, like I think Bloodhost is going to be our break point for
He
like
is
the,
gonna be our
the
break
upper limit of like vampireness.
Blood Host is like when you start
You're-
getting
you're
into
too far, you're
good
going too
good
far.
stuff.
There you go.
Yeah.
Ding. This is number 33.
Carrier Thrall. For 1 in a black, you get a creature vampire. It's a 2/1. And when Carrier Thrall dies, put a 1/1 colorless Eldrazi Scion creature token onto the battlefield. It has. Sacrifice this creature. Add colorless to your mana pool.
He looks nothing like a vampire.
Looks nothing, acts nothing. That's our bottom line.
He has the Bloodguest problem, except I don't like him. I don't like him. I don't like his face.
He doesn't have a face. That's
That's
why.
his problem.
I'm gonna say he's the bottom.
Bloodguest at least is like, oh, are you
Yeah,
low in life? You're welcome.
I'm with Jeff here. At least Arrogant Bloodlord has a face. At least Ant-Man has a face.
At least Ant-Man has a giant
He has
hand.
2 faces.
Arrogant Bloodlord is at least quirky.
At the bare minimum for
Wait,
human.
wait,
You have a
you
face?
need a face.
Here's another thing. He needs to die to be useful.
Yeah, this is true.
He needs to not be around. People are glad when he's gone.
At least Arrogant Bloodlord was there and he said, fuck this, I'm out.
Look at
This dude just dies.
Look how easy this is. Just go to the bottom and
Pond,
just write
do
a
not
new
pass go. Do not make yourself
carrier.
useful.
Do not click pay. You pay me on $200.
He's a carrier. He's only good as a vessel.
As an incubator. He's like
Ooh.
Chancellor
This-
of the Dross for 4 triple black, so 7 in total. We get a creature vampire. You may reveal this card from your opening hand. If you do, at the beginning of the first upkeep, each opponent loses 3 life. Then you gain life equal to life lost this way. Flying and lifelink, it's a 6/6.
What am I even looking at?
It's from New Phyrexia. It's weird.
It
but
kind of looks
Alright,
like.
I admit it. Even though the art is, in my opinion, very cool, it's not vampiric art, but
Yeah.
everything else about it is very vampire. First off, it's a bomb.
this is a bomb.
It's a bomb.
It is.
It has flying, which is vampire.
It
It,
does
has
fly,
lifelink, which is
very
vampire.
It's a wait, but the
And it's Chancellor. It's that
It's nobility.
that nobility, which is vampire. You reveal from your opening hand to suck your opponents of their life force to add it to your own to sustain
And yours
yourself.
are the first. And yours are the first.
His reputation literally precedes him. Before he's even on the field, he's already
But
doing work.
hold on. But Matt, let's use your own test against you. If I show you this card off the street, do you know this is a vampire?
No.
No, you
I'm
don't.
like that's
No.
a
He
thing.
does fail the show you the art to the person on the street test. I admit that.
So-
He's not. I wouldn't put him extremely high on the list.
So I'm gonna put my vote for anything above Barony.
Okay.
I kind of want to go below Barony because, again, Barony is like our baseline.
Right.
This is a vampire.
That's what I'm saying.
Just looking at it, you can tell it's a vampire because, again, it had no effects. This has effects, but you don't know what you're looking at.
It depends on what you're giving more weight, the art or the effect.
I'm giving the effect more weight because at least it's got like 3 points: losing life, gaining life, flying, and life link.
Whoever's voting the lowest, which appears to be Jeff right now, is who I'm gonna side with.
Right below Balustrade, because everyone above Balustrade at least has a remote look to it, while everyone
Yeah.
below him doesn't have an effect.
I'd say we could all agree he's just below Balustrade.
I could go with that. I'm good with that.
I'll deal with it. Yeah.
All right.
Child of Night.
Very vampire.
That's very
And
vampire.
lifelink.
Yep, it's 1 in a black for
This
a
is-
2/1 creature vampire with lifelink.
This is another standard candle vampire, where like
So I
a
wanna
vampire
put
by
this-
which we rate other vampires.
And it has lifelink, so I want to say this is like the B- of vampires.
This is like
She's a-
the
she's a-
new
yeah,
better
she's-
than Barony vampire.
Yeah.
It's a very
1 above
standard
Barony
vampire.
and no higher.
I disagree. It looks like a vampire. It acts like a vampire. It just doesn't have a flying effect. If it had flying, it'd be skyrocketing. But I'm
It doesn't
going
need to have flying, but the fact
Also,
of the matter is,
I gotta
it
say,
can
it
identify
gets
as a
it gets
vampire.
mucho points for the name.
I was gonna
Child
say
of Night.
Child of Night
Holy
is an
shit,
insanely
that's
good name.
That's like
yeah,
literally.
I'm gonna say either above or below Bloodhost.
I can't put it above.
Oh, I
Bloodhost.
can't. I can't. go that
Unfortunately, I mean,
Okay. So then below it.
it's very dark art, and I love that. But
Yeah.
I'd say it's
Above Captivating Vampire. It looks
Yeah.
more like a vampire than Captivating
I'll say-
Vampire.
Number 9.
Oh God, no.
above captivating. You
It
don't
looks
like that?
more like a vampire than Captivating Vampire. It acts more like a vampire than Captivating
Yeah.
Vampire.
It
Vampire?
acts-
No, captivating vampire steals your boy's girl and makes her a vampire.
Yeah, if he has 5 more vampires.
No, but still, I mean that's irrelevant. It has the same strength that Bloodline Keeper has.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying.
Making vampires.
I'm just saying.
I would put Child of Night
Okay, so
above.
Blood Baron?
I say above Blood Rage.
I was gonna say Blood Baron. Because it looks.
I'll tell you what, I'd put it above Chancellor of Dross.
all over the place on this.
Oh, okay.
I would say, okay, think of Balustrade, right? Balustrade just really looks like a vampire and has flying, and that was pretty much it. This, at least, really looks like a vampire and has lifelink.
Which is more vampy than flying.
And a way more vampire name.
Okay, you're saying above Chancellor of Dross?
I'll agree with that.
Yeah. Yeah, because the Balustrade Spy,
So-
I would definitely agree with that.
Anthony, if you want to, where are you going with that? How far are you bringing her?
I was saying, like, above
You're thinking
Barony,
down.
so I was thinking, like, above Blood Rage.
And I'm thinking higher than them. Because, guys, it acts and looks more than any of these three right here. You have to go.
This looks like a vampire that knows what it's fucking doing.
You have to go.
I don't know what she's fucking doing, though.
The thing is, though,
Lifelinking.
you have to go. The thing is, though, okay, remember.
She's just weak, that's the only thing. I'm putting it above Chancellor. I just fought for Chancellor for like 10 minutes. And I'm telling you,
Sure.
I think this is above
All right.
Chancellor. Can you...
Am I just
I'm
completely
making-
hosed out here?
I'm making a
It's a
concession,
very-
I'm
it's a
putting
very
it
good
here.
Vampire.
Alright.
It's a very good vampire. Like, if I saw that, I'd be like, that's a vampire.
It passes the show to a person on the street
And
test.
also, its flavor text is vampire its name is vampire everything
That's
about
why
that
it should
card
go
is-
higher.
How about this card that says
However-
vampire in the name?
Alright, Cliffhaven Vampire. For 2 white black, you get a Vampire
Yeah, but it doesn't
Warrior
look like one.
ally.
It's a
Flying. Whenever you gain life, each opponent loses a life, and it's a 2/4.
So it's backwards.
My
It's
peop-
not losing life for gaining life. It's gaining life
It
to
is.
lose.
It is a little
And it
backwards.
says, my people.
That's more for like
A
a
flavor
fact.
text. My people are no longer slaves to the Eldrazi, beholders to the past. We will determine our own future. That's not vampire at all.
Yeah, it's kind of.
Yeah, this doesn't get very many points. But it's not an offending card
It's
like
not-
Arrogant Bloodlord or Carrier Throne.
No, it's
Right.
not.
Yeah, I think that's a good word. Like, I am offended that Arrogant Bloodlord is a vampire.
You're a vampire.
This card, I actually run this card in my
Arrogant Bloodlord. It's so much like anti-vampire that Anawan wants to kill.
Yeah, like, I am offended.
Anawan is confused and is
I'm
like
offended
that
by
must die, and Arrogant Bloodlord's like, no, I'm
Like,
a vampire.
he holds
No,
up his
you're not.
union card.
No, you're not.
It's not
Like,
even.
you
Yeah, vampires are unionized. You didn't know that? So, like, he holds up his union membership card and he's like,
I'm a vampire.
are you
guys.
sure this
and then,
isn't counterfeit?
and then they investigate him.
Yeah.
All right, so
They
look.
audit him.
All right, so
Dude, unions on it? I don't know.
I think this suffers from Bloodhall Priestism, but I actually am okay. I'm more okay with Cliffhaven Vampire than the Bloodhall Priest.
I'll put him below Bloodseeker.
Yeah, below Bloodseeker. Bloodseeker's better because at least he looked like a vampire.
Crossway Vampire.
Which one's the vampire?
I want to say that one. Because, like, he's tied up, and she's like, ooh, boy, you gonna give me that neck. For 1 red, you get a 3/2 vampire. When Crossway Vampire enters the battlefield, target creature can't block this turn. Do not flatter fate. It did not guide you into my clutches tonight. That was all of my doing.
Ooh, that's flavorful.
But everything else isn't.
Nothing
Yeah,
says
nothing
vampire.
about that.
Oh yeah, it has just like a red effect.
Uh,
It looks like she's more
Oh,
like
flavor!
abusing him.
I'm gonna inject some flavor in here with my handy dandy flavor injector gun.
You got a turkey baster shoved up your ass.
Even though, yes, that's exactly what happened.
is not
Even
kosher.
though she has like just like a classical red ability, like target creature can't block this turn, but they put a spin on it that she's fucking mind controlling. She's mind controlling the opponent's creature that, because that's her whole art. That's the flavor text. Target creature can't block this turn. He can't help it, and then she takes him.
This cannot go any higher.
It's not very high.
No,
It's not high.
I'm saying bottom 5.
I think above the Bold Impaler at least.
Where are you? Where's that?
She looks more like a vampire than those like ones that we just had a problem
Definitely
with.
above Bold Impaler.
But
I'm gonna say under Bloodseeker, above Cliffhaven.
what do you think, Matt?
Because Cliffhaven was our last one, right?
I think above Cliffhaven.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that if you are.
Yeah, it's definitely above Cliffhaven because
Above
again,
Cliffhaven.
it looks more and acts more like a vampire than Cliffhaven.
Even if Anthony has otherwise, it's outnumbered.
I don't think he's gonna mind if we put something low on the list anyway.
What?
Krovax the Cursed.
Looks like
Two-
Samuel L. Jackson.
2 and 2 blacks. Okay, Krovax the Cursed enters the battlefield with 4 +1/+1 counters on it. At the beginning of your upkeep, you may sacrifice a creature. If you do, put a +1/+1 counter on Krovax. If you do not, remove a +1/+1 counter from Krovax. Oh, I think I've seen
Oh,
this
and you
guy.
can give him flight.
And you can give him flying.
He looks more like a mummy, not a vampire.
He's definitely bottom half.
He's definitely bottom half, but the thing is, though, if you show that to a person, they would be able to tell he's a vampire because he's got the fangs.
I would say he looks more like a vampire than not.
Yeah.
His ability is he comes in with counters. Sure, he comes in at a certain strength. He needs to feast to get stronger, and if he doesn't feast, he gets weaker.
That's actually
pretty vampiric, and he looks pretty vampiric. So I would say he's like kind of like, like the C- area. I would say he's better than Abolisher.
Yeah.
I would say he's actually better than Butcher. This guy is like, I need to feed to get stronger.
Put him up, let's see, Bleak Coven.
But maybe not above Bloodcrazed Neonate.
I know Bloodcrazed Neonate. It's right there.
Yeah, no, not above
That's
her.
very vampire. That's super
very
vampire.
Yeah, okay, so number 17 she goes.
Alright.
Or he goes, excuse me.
Whenever
Alright.
no, that's good. That's good.
Also, the name.
Krovax
the curse. He has a vampire name.
Being a vampire is a curse.
Someone the something. That's so vampire. Krovax the Cursed.
Yeah.
Sounds like you're gonna like find him in like a tomb. Don't uncover Krovax the Cursed.
Exactly.
You'll regret it a lot. Dark Impostor.
I think it's a Dark Poster.
2 and a black.
Poster.
It's a
Poster,
vampire
poster.
assassin. You can pay 4 and 2 black.
Is that
Exile target creature and put a 1/1 counter on Dark Impostor. That's a creature on the field, so he gets rid of something in his way, which you can literally see in the art.
Which you can see in the art.
Dark Impostor has all activated abilities of all creature cards exiled with it. So he kills you, and he takes your identity. Look, he stole the guy's clothes.
All activated abilities of the creature card. Oh, and here we go.
He stole the dude's clothes.
And the flavor text. This is a nice life. I can see why you were so desperate to keep it.
Oh, that's good.
That's an imposter saying. That's
yeah,
exactly what it is.
There's almost nothing vampiric about
It's
it.
almost
though.
nothing
It's cool, but
no,
it's not.
exactly. I'm saying it's not a vampiric saying. It's definitely an imposter saying.
Yeah,
It's more
But-
assassin than vampire.
yeah,
most definitely.
yeah. I gotta say, this could be any dude.
Yeah, no. It's very. It's
running
a very,
around,
no,
stealing people's
yeah.
clothes.
Yeah, no, it's not. It's not
Then murdering
vampiric.
them.
It's not
Yeah.
vampiric. It's just. It's very impactful, regardless.
Yeah.
But it's not vampiric.
Do we want to do
This person looks more like a vampire than Crossway.
Well, the Bloodright Invoker, that was the poser vampire.
that was the Bozer vampire.
Do we want to put him above him?
No.
Alright. This guy's literally a poser, though.
That's his
He's a
job.
poser, but he's
He
a
does it.
vampire that poses.
If this guy's not vampire enough, he can kill another vampire, and then he's vampire
Then he's
enough.
more of a vampire.
now he really is vampire enough. He can, he starts low and he can work his way up the list. He's above Crossway.
Definitely
Sure.
above Crossway.
Sure.
And that's what we're doing.
Alright, Defiant Bloodlord is 5 black for a 4/5 creature vampire flying. Whenever you gain life, target opponent loses that much life.
This is a little bit backwards again, but I'm saying above arrogant.
No.
I'm saying above arrogant.
Arrogant at least looked like one and had flying. He doesn't even look like one.
But he has flying.
Arrogant kind of just looks like a dude, too.
Exactly.
We will call... Okay, so we have the street test. We know what that is. There's the poser problem. We know what that is. Then there's the dude problem. The dude problem is it just looks like a dude.
Yeah. All right. Here we have.
Oh, this
Here
is
we
a
have.
pivotal point.
We have my girl.